Some of us have our heads in the clouds, and some professionals spend a lot of time above them, but this collection of clips could make even the most experienced pilot raise their eyebrows. A water landing, which almost goes horribly wrong thanks to a bass boat. An incredibly low pass from two completely different points of view. Either these cars are driving on a runway, or this pilot needs a new pair of glasses.
Holy. That's unbelievable. Awesome.
Being chased by a Chinook is an intimidating thing for any boat. This flyby does exactly what it's supposed to do. Scare the life out of everybody. This Typhoon flyover managed to set off car alarms in the surrounding area. Not great landing conditions, but we're sure this impressive aircraft can handle it.
Sí, señor.
Why waste energy closing your car door when you can just park here instead? It's always thrilling to watch a stealth bomber pass overhead. Well, unless it's about to do what it's designed for. The best and smoothest landing ever recorded? Very possibly. Courchevel Airport in the French Alps has one of the world's shortest runways, and you've got to be a pretty decent pilot to pull off a takeoff like this. A short landing for a C-130, after a long wait from the crowd.
And Kendall's going to showcase the amazing ability of this aircraft to basically stop on a button with a tactical landing.
Terrifying wildfire, which is when you really need a DC-10 dropping 12,000 gallons of fire retardant. And here's another spot of firefighting from above. The red stuff is worth its weight in gold. A visual example of the phrase, "too close for comfort." This is the Strato launch, the world's largest airplane by wingspan, and this is its third flight above the Mojave Desert. A SpaceX double booster landing, rockets that can be reused for space travel. It's not often you capture a B-2 and a partial eclipse in the same video. A rare 757. That's one seriously long plane. It's the Air Force Thunderbirds, and a cameraman who clearly never gets travel sick. This F-16 Fighting Falcon visited an air show in New Zealand, and the air show welcomed it with open arms. A 737 shot from a 787. That's a lot of sevens. Piloting tricks don't get scarier than this. An aggressive takeoff from an F-22 Raptor. Here's an F-22 taking off. Imagine how much ear popping you'd experience as a passenger on this thing. This, folks, is the largest flyover in NFL history, as 42 civilian planes fly over Arrowhead Stadium prior to the Raiders vs. Chiefs game. And here's another F-22 Raptor in a rare vertical maneuver. Watch as this Raptor performs a hard turn with afterburners. Amazing! It's an F-35 doing a power slide, and it's incredibly cool. Have you ever wondered how power line towers are erected? Well, wonder no more. The power and majesty of the Thunderbirds. Watch this absolutely incredible display by the Blue Angels. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, and it's not Superman either. It's the SpaceX Falcon 9 over downtown LA. Flight operations above the world's largest aircraft carrier, USS Gerald R. Ford. This is known as a vertical replenishment, and it's an impressive maneuver. Suddenly, breaking the clouds apart as it lands is the Antonov AN-225 Mriya.
No, jak pięknie wyciął mgłę.
An incredible Etihad 787 and Al Fursan flyover at the 2023 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The landings at Skiathos are very low and very scary. Imagine if the average Uber ride was like this. An F-16 Fighting Falcon formation performed at a Danish air show. This is believed to be the longest flight in both duration and distance by a British pilot in a human-powered aircraft.
That's gonna be a world record, kid. Keep the duration going, kid. Keep the duration going. That's nearly 6 minutes. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
The intimidating B-2 stealth bomber landing at Royal Air Force Fairford. A flyover of the Tiger Squadron over the 2024 Rose Parade in California. Not an easy takeoff, but it looks like a fun one. Midnight Hawks is the official aerobatic display team of the Finnish Air Force. In this video, the team flying 4 BAE System Hawk Mark 51 advanced jet trainers is seen performing over Helsinki during an air show. What a great shot! The F-22 Raptor doing the amazing things it can do. Oh, and the pilot, of course. And here it is again in close, slow detail. Looks like heavy traffic out there. Not a thing you usually expect to see during a leisurely drive. The first takeoff of the new 6-seat amphibian plane L-72. The F-117 Nighthawk being refueled. If you saw this in the sky, you'd be convinced the Martian invasion had begun. During a flight between Bogota and London, this Boeing 787 Dreamliner was diverted to Lodges, where it made an emergency landing due to an engine problem. What happens when the pilot forgets to use the landing gear? You're about to find out. An extremely low pass by a MiG-29. Not a great sight to see from your window seat. The rescue helicopter of the Ute Alpen Dolomites performing a spectacular recovery exercise with a winch, assisted by the Val Gardena Mountain Rescue. The perfect place to light your cigarette. When you spend your nights racing with fireworks, you know you've made the right career choice. Redline Air Show's Red Flag practice day, starting with the formation loop. This approach could have scraped the paint off the top of those cars. To Airbus A340 in formation over Pretoria, South Africa for the inauguration of President Ramaphosa. An Air France A350 landing, which is clearly as smooth as butter. parallel landing on runways 28L and 28R at San Francisco International Airport between Asiana Airlines Boeing 777 and Virgin America Airbus A320. A crash landing glider. That must be a very bumpy ride. A full afterburner takeoff from an F-35A. If you're this close, then you might want to invest in some good quality earplugs. A sudden rainfall results in a sudden lack of visibility. The Blue Angels in perfect formation. A B-2 stealth bomber flyover at full thrust at the Dover Air Force Base Air Show in 2022. A 757 and 2 Hercules in formation. Look at these incredible patterns. Oh, and watch out for the parachute. Fly past of a C-17 Globemaster in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Amazing British display team, the Red Arrows. An AH-64 Apache flying low over the Cape Fear River. Check out this crazy high G turn from this F-18 Super Hornet. One order of Navy SEALs for Table 5. The F-22 Raptor looking as deadly as the dinosaur it was named after. A beautiful view of some beautiful flying. This is your captain speaking. Before cruising down the runway and taking off into a clear YouTube sky, please take a moment to click subscribe.